Good evening, I'm Charles Daly, and welcome to our final broadcast of our CRNN Friday Night News Updates. With the rise of the women's rights movement coupled with gay rights advocacy, our Civil Rights News Network will now be known as Equal Rights News Network to accommodate a broader manner of issues reflecting our progressive societal values and concerns. For tonight, our broadcast, we bring you breaking news on the forefront of the civil rights movement. Malcolm X, founder and leader of the nationalistic and religious movement of the Organization of Afro-American Unity, was shot today, February 21st, 1965. A week after his home was firebombed in Queens by members of the Nation of Islam, Malcolm X was shot today giving a speech on police brutality in Washington Heights, New York City. Motives of the group are unknown. However, authorities speculate it's been long due to long-standing clashes between Malcolm X's recent political agenda and the values of the Nation of Islam. We take you to a city in mourning.
He raised his hand in a Muslim greeting, Salam Alaikum. At that point, I heard a rumbling behind me, and I'm sure everyone else did too, and I turned around in my seat to see what it was. And then we saw, I saw two guys standing up, and the next thing, my next impression, it all happened very rapidly as you can understand, is of the gunshots. And I saw Malcolm had his hand up. He said, stay cool, stay calm, or something like that. And just then the gunfire went off, and his hand was up. I remember this. I turned around quickly, and the next thing I saw was Malcolm falling back in a dead faint.
Tell me, Sister Billy, tell me this. How do you feel about this whole thing and about the those responsible for it? You know, Malcolm had talked with all of us from time to time, indicating that he expected it. Do you think he expected it this soon?
Well, I have no idea whether he expected it this soon or not, but I think the press and the police attitude towards what he was saying about the different things was not very fair. The police and the press tried to make it look like he burned his own home, which was ridiculous. I mean, he had no insurance on the furniture or himself or anything like that. And now I guess they'll say he shot himself.
Good evening, America. Tonight we bring you to a darker chapter in the civil rights movement's history. This morning, April 4th, 1968, at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee, founder of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference and prominent pacifist of the civil rights movement, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was shot today on his balcony of his hotel. He is rushed to St. Joseph's Hospital, where doctors are doing everything in their power to save this man. Eyewitnesses have reported seeing a man fleeing the scene, who later authorities have confirmed to be James Earl Ray, escaped convict, among 6 others, of the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary in Petros, Tennessee. More details unfold as he remains in custody.
Police recovered what is believed to be the murder weapon, a Browning rifle with a scope sight. Reverend Andrew Young, King's top lieutenant, was at the hospital awaiting word and described the shooting.
Well, we were at the Torch Motel, and we were getting ready to go to dinner at Reverend Kyle's house, and we were waiting for Dr. King to get ready. And as he came out of his room on the edge of the balcony, he was shot. And we thought a firecracker had gone on. Most of us were downstairs on the lower level. And we immediately ran up and saw that he'd been pretty badly wounded and sent for the ambulance and the police and everybody.
America is shocked and saddened by the brutal slaying tonight of Dr. Martin Luther King. I ask every citizen to reject the blind violence that has struck Dr. King. who lived by nonviolence.
Mr. Ray's motives remain unclear. However, what is clear is that civil rights has dealt two major blows with the loss of its strongest advocates, Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Their losses have sparked outrage and anger amongst thousands of Americans, bringing hope to the movement at large. Because President Johnson today has just signed the latest installation of the Civil Rights Act, or known as the Fair Housing Act, of 1968, which prohibits any person being discriminated by age, sex, or race being denied housing simply because of those superficial attributes. Although the deaths of Malcolm X and Dr. King have dealt a serious blow to the civil rights movement, their power of their sacrifices shall ripple throughout history forever, and every progressive movement our society takes echoes their names. Well, on that note, we end our final broadcast of the Friday Night News of ERNN. We thank you for all the dedicated viewership out there during these tumultuous times, and it is our unyielding hope that the future holds calmer horizons for every group of peoples in the world. I'm Charles Daly, from all of us here at Equal Rights News Network. Good night, goodbye, and keep up the good fight.